Everyone, it's NewbieTube here. Today I am going to be talking about the taste buddies and all the information you kind of need to know just to prepare you for the upcoming show that will be coming out next year. For those of you who haven't seen or heard of Taste Buddies is a show that will be coming out in 2027, and it's a musical preschool show. And it was originally a book back in, I'm going to say at least 2021, that was written by Veronica La. Yes. Sorry if I butchered that. So, Taste Buddies was made by a very smallly known company named Pikukala, and they are based in Finland and Spain. They are also the creators of other shows like Royals Next Door or Samuel, which airs on Netflix. For their new show, Taste Buddies, I found out about this show back on Teresa Gallagher's Instagram, where she and Beth Chalmers did a bit of the voice acting of the characters. And the characters' names are Sweet Susie, Sour Sarah, Salty Sam, Bitter Betty, and Umami. So, yeah. I think that after Numberblocks ends in 2027, she's gonna be doing voice work for these characters, along with Beth Chalmers. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. So here's the description based on the Pikukala website. The Taste Buddies are the ultimate foodie influencers who bring flavor from all over the world direct to Leo's plate and palate. Our flavorful foodies Bitter Betty, Salty Sam, Sour Sarah, Sweet Susie, and Umami epitomize their flavorful namesakes. In each story, they have all the ingredients to inspire children to discover new flavors, try tasty combinations, and activate their own taste buds. The Taste Buddies are foodie influencers who will naturally get kids curious about trying new foods and flavors. If the audience is not salivating by the end of the episode, they have not done their job. It is important to note that the Taste Buddies are not here to inform the viewers about the nutritional content of food or how it helps their body. They know that it's a bonus of great food, but this isn't their mission. They are humor-filled influencers who aim to entice younger viewers to experiment with flavors and taste combinations. They actively lead to the sensory experience of trying new foods while learning relatable preschool lessons as they do through characterful storytelling. So now I think it's time to actually get into a more deep personality analysis of each of these characters. So mainly just telling you guys about the different personalities of these guys and what I found from the video from Weird Market. The show is not a very known show, so this video only has currently 110 views. If you want to go check out the original video, then I'll post a link to that in the description. We first have this character whose name is Leo, and he's part of the 3D thing that I was talking about earlier. The description on the video says, Leo is a fussy eater. It is hard for him to try out new food, and the first reaction to food in front of him with new taste is usually hesitation. Thanks to the Taste Buddies, Leo will discover that what makes food really magic is the combination of flavors. And then we have the Taste Buddies as a group. Each of the Taste Buddies represents a unique taste and personality. Together, they share a variety of temperaments. Diversity is the spice. First, we have Sweet. Sweet is the kindest, nicest, and sweetest hero of the Taste Buddies, and she always has a smile on her face. Life for her is pure joy, and she can't help being happy 24 hours a day. That is why sometimes it is hard for her to understand that others might feel a little sad or frustrated. Great! Now we can fix it! Her musical style is pop and her superpower is that her hairband is endless and super adaptable, and she uses it to help friends in need. She can use it to build a bridge for the taste buddies to cross a river, as a lasso to catch a little calf in need, or even as a rope to climb up a tree and pick the sweetest apple for a kid. Next we have Sour. Sour is a very temperamental hero, very competitive and athletic. She's always up for a physical challenge. Okay, she never changes her tone of voice or smiles, so it's sometimes hard to know if she's in a good mood. But she has a great heart and always says the nicest things to others without changing her impassive expression. Her musical style is electronic, and her superpower is that she gets super velocity and sometimes runs so fast that she ends up going further than she wanted to. Next we have Bitter. Bitter is determined, courageous, and super efficient, but she is also a bit grumpy and bossy, and she gets a little angry when things are not done the way she wants. Her musical style is rock, and her superpower is that she has super strength. She trains by lifting up pieces of broccoli twice her size, and when the situation requires it, she can even lift up a cow. Next we have Salty. Salty is super funny. He loves to dance and always has the wackiest ideas. Some of them actually work. He can't seem to be able to stop talking. He doesn't care if what he says makes sense, because he usually just forgets it right after saying it. In fact, sometimes he says one thing and says and then exactly the opposite thing in the same sentence. His musical style is rumba, and his superpower is that he's a master of disguise and can turn into things, but only for a few seconds, which can lead him into trouble. So he usually needs some advice from the rest of his taste buddies to properly use his superpower. And lastly, we have Umami. Umami is warm, peaceful, clever, and wise. He brings balance to the team. He hardly speaks. He loves to observe while others act impulsively to solve a problem. He will first meditate. That's why he usually comes up with a bright solution. He's never stressed and always arrives late everywhere. If you are in a hurry, do things slowly. His musical style is Oriental hip-hop, and his superpower is that he can levitate and get to really high places at his own slow pace. He's a good friend to all flying animals. The concept of the show goes like this. Episode structure. Taste buddies ready to find something yummy. We start in Leo's kitchen. When Leo tries something he doesn't quite like, he calls in the taste buddies, who appear out of nowhere to help him. The little heroes study the problem. What flavor could they add to make it delicious? With the help of the tasty wheel, they decide what to look for and who will be the leader. They put the herons together, and here we go. During their fantastic journey in search of necessary ingredient, our heroes will make new friends and learn a lot about vegetables and fruits and the places where they grow. Once they've got what they wanted, it's time for the buddies to return to Leo's kitchen. Their idea works, and finally, Leo can enjoy the meal. Yay! As you may already kind of know, if you're a fan of Learning Blocks, or I guess Blocks universe, first as it is now, 2027 is also the year when the 4-year output plan dies, and you probably gotta wonder, like, what are we gonna do? Number Blocks is gonna end my favorite shows whose ending soon. Well, don't worry, because I have the solution for you. The Taste Buddies. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys want to watch this show, it's gonna be broadcasting on Hopster, and if any of you guys have a Hopster account, well, actually, I'm not sure where this is gonna be broadcasting in English, but hopefully this show can become a fandom and maybe be the successor for Learning Blocks when it ends next year. It'll be really sad to know that Learning Blocks is gonna be gone, but still, you can have this show to keep you company whilst something weird happen while the Learning Blocks are just doing random stuff in their retirement place, I guess.